Welcome to A Journey into Fitness. I'm Susan Rubenstein. I hope you're as excited as I am to be here today. We are going to work hard, but we are going to do it in a way that's smart and safe. So I hope that as you come to this show today, you're ready to do just that. Did you bring along some water, a towel? Hopefully you're dressed in comfortable clothing. Today's theme is going to be core and more. So we're going to be doing some strengthening exercises to strengthen our core, which includes hips, thighs, and buttocks, and get a little bit more involved in some other exercises. I want you to feel safe in what you're doing. I want you to think about what you're doing, listening to my cues about safety and alignment, and as we progress and move from one exercise to the other. But the most important thing is thank yourself for being here, because that's the first step. It's always really a great time to think about when you're exercising how you're moving your body, what you're doing for your body, and how good it feels. It gives you a deeper connection because when we take care of our body from the inside out, that transcends into what we do in our daily lives. I know when I have time to take care of me, all the other things that are going on in my life, I'm ready to take on, and take on do I ever. So thank you once again for joining me. So today, as I mentioned, we're going to be working core and more. So what I brought along today are a couple different, as I like to call them, tools. So some exercise equipment. Don't feel like you need to rush out and buy it for this particular show. If you have them, great. One of them is what we call is just an exercise ball. As you can see, it has a little bit of sponginess to it. There's some great exercises that I like to do working my core with this ball. And I brought along a pair of light weights. We're going to be doing some exercises with the weights. We're going to do some balance. We're going to do some upper body strengthening. So if you have a set of weights, or even taking a water bottle, filling it with sand, that can give you 2, 3, maybe even 4 pounds of weight that you can use. So we're going to keep those off to the side for now. Oh, and one other thing I want to just mention. If you're new to exercise, I want everyone to feel welcome, but I want you to make sure that if you haven't exercised in a while, and maybe you've worked with high blood pressure, or you have a heart condition, or any other health concerns, that you run an exercise program by your doctor. Kind of get a feel as to what's going to work for you. What kind of exercise program is appropriate? There is no impact in this one, but we will be coming from standing to seated. We will be working on our knees, so you need to pay attention to that. Maybe you want to put a little something underneath there. We will be working balance, so if maybe you have pins in your ankles or you might want to just be careful. I'm working in bare feet, but if you feel a little more grounded in your sneakers, that might be a good choice. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to take a fairly wide stance to the outside of my hips. Soften the knees, take a deep breath in, draw your belly in, reach up. Exhale. Let's do that again. Deep breath in and exhale. Let's do that just a couple more times. Inhale to reach all the way up. Exhaling one last time. Take a deep breath. And then release. Now put one hand on your waist. Let's inhale, take a stretch over. And then exhale, come up. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, press the hip out. Come back through center one more time. Good. Let's try that other side. Inhaling. So I always like to think about how I'm incorporating my breath with my stretch or my movement. One more time. Good. Now I want you to take a deep breath in, open. And exhale. So as you see, we're moving the spine through different ranges. Good. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath in, belly in, and then release. Good. And then now let's just reach out side to side and get a little toe tap going. So we want to stretch the arms, extend the fingers, drop the shoulders. We want to get some heat going. Now I'm going to add a little rotation here. This always really feels good on my back, especially if I haven't done much up until the point of starting to exercise. Say it's first thing in the morning, or if you've sat for long periods during the day. You want to warm your body up. Good. Now let's just take it to some simple knee marches. So this is always great, stretching and warming up your core. So when I talk about core, actually it stems right here in your lower abdomen. Now, as we do that, we want to think about how we can scoop the navel into the spine. Good. Now, as the knees come up, Tap the inside of the knees. If I'm moving too quickly for you, just do what you can and follow along. Good. All right, now changing this to a row and a hamstring curl. So you want to think about getting all those big muscles warmed up. Get some heat going. Good. Keep that going. We'll do 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now, step the heel forward, tap the toe back. So heel to toe. Really good to just stretch out that ankle, get that foot moving. 4 more. 3. Good. 2 more. Good. 1 more time. Slide the foot in. Let's do the other side. Heel, toe. Good. Just moving it forward and back. Standing as tall as you can. Lifting through the standing leg and the hip. 3 more. Good. Last 2 coming up. 1 more time. Good. Step in, take a deep breath, and then release. All right. So the next part of our workout is using one of these balls, these great exercise balls. And I do lots of different exercises with this. So it's a good investment. Under $10. That's all it costs. Now you're going to hold the ball, and we're going to start with doing some reaches here. Now, as I'm holding the ball, I'm squeezing into the ball. You can do this without the ball and just work with your arms. Now I want to pull the abdominals in. Good. So let's keep reaching across. 8 more. 8, 7. You can count along. Good. Now, I'm going to take the ball, I'm going to push it out. And as I do that, I'm going to tap the toe back a little bit further, squeezing into the side of the ball. Good. We have 8 more. Good. 6. Last 4. Good. Now we're going to bring those knees back to the front and pull down. Now, here's where I want you to think about having good posture. So you want to be upright, nice and tall. Good. Keep bringing the ball towards your thigh. Maybe raise the ball up a little bit higher. Now bring the ball to the outside of your hip. Good. So we're really using some great muscles here. Compound movements, working more than one muscle group. 8 more. 7, 6, 5. You've got 4 left. Good. And 1. Now, stop and take our stance out nice and wide. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a side lunge and a reach. So we're going side to side. We're kind of sweeping the ball, bringing it by the hip. So if you notice, I'm lunging into one side, lengthening the other leg. Good. We get a nice strong sweep. Watch the knees. As the knee reaches out over the foot, we don't want to go past the toes. Good. 8 more of these. I feel that heat building. Good. Let's do 4 more. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, rotate open and bring it in. So notice how I'm rotating through the spine, keeping the hip bones facing forward. Relax the shoulders. Good. Breathing nice and deep. Let's do a few more rounds. Good. Excellent. Now, I'm going to take the ball, bring it over to my hand, and I'm going to tap the inside of the knee and come up. So I'm still doing that side lunge, but I'm just reaching across, lengthening, but dropping into that side lunge. Good. 8 more of these. 7. Nice big reach, belly pulled in. Let's finish up the last 4. Couple more. Good. Now on this next one, watch where we're going to go. We're going to go under and bring it up. Now, if that's too much on your back or your knees, just go back to the first exercise we were doing. So it's under and reach. Notice how the leg that I'm leaning away from is lengthening. So I can feel those inner thigh muscles working. Good. 4, 3, 2 more. 1 more time. And come back up. Good. And then just wring out a little bit here. Anytime you need water, give yourself a break and take some. You don't want to finish and feel dehydrated and fatigued. So you want to drink as often as you need to. All right, let's take that other side. Ready? Tap and open. Nice big rotation. Belly button pulled in. Good. Keep going. This feels really good. That's it. You ready? Let's dive under. Under and up. Leaning and reaching. Good. Think about having good form. Finishing up your last 4 here. Good. 2 more. 1 more. And come to center. Good. Now, let's turn those toes out to 11 and 1. So this is going to open the pelvis. Keep the spine more neutral. Hold the ball in front. Now, we're going to come down and reach out to the side. Good. So, I love this nice wide, what I like to call the horse stance. So you want to sink down, but not drop the chest forward. Can we maintain the integrity of the spine? Good. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. Couple more. 1 more time. Good. Now take it center, drop down. Can you hold the ball here or even here and pulse down? Now as I'm pulsing into the legs, ooh, am I getting some heat? I want to press those knees out, but back slightly towards pinky toe. Now pulse the ball. Good. Get a little lower. 10, 9, woo, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Now, this next one, we come down, tip, and reach. Good. Do it again. Sink, drop, center. Good. So again, we've got a lot of different movements going on, but we want to set our framework up correctly. So form and technique are always important to listen to. Your body's cues. Sometimes it's just nice to stand in front of a mirror and learn correct form. Good. Down. Let's do 4 more of these. 4. Open. Oh, this feels good on the back. 3. And I feel those oblique muscles working. 2. 1 more time. Now for the big finish, let's take it down and pulse. 10. Squeeze the ball. 8, 7, 6. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and you're up. Nice. That was a challenge. So you'll want to shake your legs out. All right. Now, this next one I love because it incorporates a squat, but I'm going to open the knee and I'm going to work my waist. Good. So now I'm going to have you hold the ball. You're going to squat, lift the knee and twist. Squat, lift the knee. Now notice how I'm opening the knee right out to the side. Good. Squat. So as I squat, I'm getting that hip hinge, but I want to drive those hips back behind me. Breathe. Good. Down. Check in with your body. Take some deep breaths. Let's finish 8 more. Last 7. Good. 6. I'm feeling the workout. 4, 3, good. 2 more. Last one, and release. Woo! All right, we're going to explore some different variations on that. So let's take the ball. If you have weights, use the weights as a little stand. Now, I'm going to do this next round, but using my own body weight. So I'm going to have those feet underneath my hip points. Again, you're going to get that hip hinge when you squat. Now, let's bring my arms out to the side. Shoulders in, the back of the shoulders in and down. So we don't want to pull the shoulders to the ears. We're going to squat, elbow to thigh. Squat, elbow to thigh. Good. Now, as you do this, notice we're getting that waistline. Are you scooping your belly button in? You might start to walk your feet out a little wider. That's okay. It might feel better if your hips are tight. Good. 8 more. 7. Good. Sink nice and low. 4 more. 4, 3, good. Couple more. Last time. And release, good. Shake that out. All right, one more variation on that exercise. I'm going to now pick up my hand weights. Keep the ball steady. So now we're going to incorporate a little more upper body. Create that bend, nice bend in the elbows, feet underneath hips. We're going to open that knee to the side, but we're going to pull the elbow and the thigh together. We ready? Down, pull. So now you have a little extra weight. Make sure the muscle in the arm's doing the work. You don't want to grip too tightly with your hands. I always like to keep my fingers relaxed, just to remind myself to think more about the muscle that I'm working. Good. Sink, pull. Good. Let's do 8 more of these. We're on a roll. 7, 6. Good. We've got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. So that was kind of reaching the top of the mountain. So we peaked. We kind of hit that place where our heart rate probably is up. Maybe you need to take a little break now, grab some water, shake things out. So we're going to do another exercise standing before we take it to the floor to incorporate balance. So if you're drinking your water, just take a moment to refresh yourself and then join me when you're ready. We're going to stand in what we call in yoga mountain pose. Feet are just about 2 fist distance apart. Now I'm going to take a solid step forward onto my right foot. As I lean over that right leg, the knee is spongy. I don't want to lock it. Now I'm going to lift up through my chest and through the hip. Take the back leg and hold it behind me, squeezing the seat. Now I'm going to do a hamstring curl and a bicep hammer. Do you notice how I'm using my hamstring? Now if you need to touch the ground with your toe, go ahead. Keep your heart lifted. Good. Nice deep squeeze. Good. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Good. You've got 4 more on the horizon. 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. Now, hold the leg back, squeeze your seat, hold your arms. Can you pulse the arms back an inch and the leg? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Don't worry if you fall out. Just come back in. 2 and 1. Whew. That takes practice. So don't get discouraged. Just keep trying every day. One of the most important things to practice every day is balance for about 2 minutes, because we really need it throughout the course of our whole lives. So think about that each and every day. Where can you find 2 minutes to work on your balance? And it works so much more than just standing on one foot. Let's center our next leg. Shift your weight forward. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to incorporate again hamstring and hammer curl. We ready? Let's come up. Good. Squeeze. Drawing the heel up. Now, if for some reason the hamstring curl agitates your knee, try to just do the hammer curl and then keep the legs still. Let's change the arms now to a classic bicep for the last 8. Good. Chest is up. Make sure you're breathing. 2 more. Now on this one, as you hold the leg out, hold the arms out to the side and lift out an inch as you push back. Can you do that? 10, 9, 8. Squeeze the seat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you are finished with that. Great job. Let's put these weights down. Let's take a nice wide stance. Slide the hands to the thighs. Drop one shoulder over. Belly is pulled in. Take it over to the other side. Hang in ragdoll for a moment, knees bent. So you get that hip hinge. Circle through your shoulders, spine is long. Good, and then roll your body up. All right, we're going to now come down onto all fours. We're going to be on our hands and our knees. So if you need to put something under your knees, go ahead. Now I'm going to go back to the ball. So let's set our hands down. As we move towards the ball, take it into your right hand and then turn the hand over so the ball is on top. Let's slide the left leg back. Now, you're going to lift your left leg, reach the right arm forward, and then tap it down. So we lift and lower. So you want to make sure that your hips are level. You want to make sure your spine is long, your belly is pulled in. Every time you lift that back leg, can you squeeze through the seat? My toes are pointed. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4 more. 4, reach. Last 2. One more time. Let's take it out. Hold this. Now what I like to do is flex that extended leg through the foot and pulse up. If you need to put the ball down for balance, just turn it over. Keep pulsing for 10, 9, great job. Belly's pulled in. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold. Reach through the crown of the head. Pull those abdominals in. Press. There's a lot going on. And release. Widen the knees. Press back. That was great. That was really excellent. So it's those little steps. Learning something new each and every day. That's how I feel. It's important that you keep yourself stimulated, whether it's through exercise or learning something new, trying a new recipe. You know, just never stop growing. We want to grow from the inside out. All right, second side. I'm going to turn around because what I want you to be able to do is really focus now on seeing how that squeeze plays such an important role. All right, so we pull the belly muscles in. We're going to take the hand down, extend the foot. Now, nice and strong. Ready? We lift and lower. So hopefully you can see a nice long spine, belly pulled in, and then we're reaching up through the seat. We want to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Now, if we're back here behind the hand too far, we're going to feel more of the legs. So I want to have you bring your chest forward a bit. And I always feel like I get a deeper core engagement here. Good. Reach. 8 more. 8. Control the movement. You want to really feel the muscles of the leg work, but that seat fire. Last 4. 3 more. Last 2. Reach. On that final 1, hold. Flex the foot. Pulse. Good. Scoop it in. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold yourself still and in position. Navel into spine. And get out of that. Beautiful. Just lean now. Take a little stretch to one side. Walk it over to the other side. Stretch back through center. And then let's come around. Beautiful. All right. So as we start to head into the final part of our workout, we've only got a couple minutes left. So what I'm going to have you do, slide the ball between your knees or just have your knees about hip width apart. Arms are extended. I'm going to circle through rotation, tap the back of the spine, and then come up, or the back of the mat rather, rotating the spine. Good. So as we're moving through this rotation, be mindful that you're squeezing the ball. Now, you can keep doing this, or you can join me in picking up your weights and add a little rotation here. So now this takes it to that next challenge. Decide if that works for you. Scoop the belly in, find neutral, and then rotate. So it's that neutral spine. Find your sits bones and rotate. Beautiful. Keep going back and forth. So again, we've only got a couple minutes left, and I want to make sure that we can just get a gentle stretch into our body. We always want to have a cool down period, so we just don't leave those muscles tight. We want to stretch them out. Do one more on each side. Good. Now, you can hang on to the weights as you lean back. So now you're leaning towards tail, but avoid rounding. Walk your feet in. Now, can you squeeze the ball a little bit more? Bend the elbows. Can you lift both feet up? You don't have to. Give it a try. And then maybe you can reach your arms up. So just a nice isometric hold, scooping the belly in, lift the chest. Good. Squeeze that ball. Squeeze, lifting. Don't worry if you could only hold it for 2 seconds. You did it. You tried it. And that's the thing. Trying new things. You're not always going to succeed the first time. It's all about learning, challenging yourself, and take it down. Good. Let's put those weights to the side. Bring the feet together and take a little bend. So as we now come onto our backs, this is going to get us to that final piece of stretching. Let me just move my mic over. So I'm going to continue to use the ball, slide it between my inner thighs. Now, as I squeeze the ball, I'm going to gently take the hips up. Good. Now, I love this because I start to open up my hip flexors. My seat is firm, and I'm going to finish with some inner thigh, the adductor, pulses into the ball. Now, while I'm doing this, can I stretch my arms out? Maybe I can bend my elbows. Maybe I can stretch my arms overhead, and that feels good. But remind yourself to stay in that bridge. Head is still. We would never want to go higher than the top vertebra. And once we're in bridge, we don't want to turn the head from side to side. We want to keep it flat on the ground, looking up. Let's do 4 more. Good. On this last one, squeeze the ball, reach your arms up, hold everything still. Maybe just lift and lower those heels. A little bit extra of a challenge to finish. Good. Up. Take the heels up and hold just for a few more seconds. Again, belly button's pulled in, hips are nice and open. 3, 2, and lower. Congratulations, you made it. So let's just take a moment to stretch. Let's just take one knee into our chest, circle the ankle. This is one of my favorites, to let the back stretch out. Bend the other leg, rotate that knee out, press open through the hip. That should feel good. Let's try the other side. So congratulate yourself on being here today. You took the time to do something for you and maybe something new. So the key is consistency, accountability. So maybe you need to mark this down in your calendar. Maybe you need to phone a friend and say, hey, let's do this exercise program together. But try to find a couple days a week just to take care of yourself from the inside out. All right, so to finish, I'm going to have you just come up. You can always take a few more moments to stretch. Roll those shoulders out, hands behind. Let's look one direction. Turn the head softly to the other direction. Scoop the belly in, press out. Open up, stretch the neck. Switch sides. So I want to thank you for sharing your time with me. Hopefully you had some great exercises that you now can just add to your routines if you have one, or maybe you've learned something new today. But remember, it's important to take care of yourself from the inside out, because that's what people see, the goodness from the inside. Thank you again. I look forward to seeing you. Have a great day.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.